Yeah. So, hi Mamta, how are you?
Hi, sir. I'm good. How are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm good too. Thank you. So, team, today we have Mamta with us on our YouTube channel, and who is working in one of the good company, one of the MNC company of India, that is IBM, right? So, Mamta, would you like to share the success story with us? How did you get a job in IBM, and how many technical rounds were there? Or maybe you can elaborate
Yes.
more. Yeah.
Yeah, sure, sir. I have joined in IBM as a graduate hire. Like I have got this job from the campus placements. Like first round, it comes from aptitude test. Like they where we have different topics, arithmetic, profit and loss, like percentages, like all the topics which are covered in the aptitude. Like we have covered there. There is no negative marking in that. uh, there is no negative marking, but we need to answer in a quicker time, like 30 minutes they have given, and we need to answer 30 questions, like each question carries 1 minute.
Mm,
And next round comes with the business English round. Like there we have we need to write one formal mail we need to write, and they like some people over some system will be talking in a different language, I mean English only, but it talks it in different slang. We need to understand it, and we need to they will be after discussing the topic, they will be answering some of the questions we need to answer there.
mhm,
And mail email writing is there. And after that comes from technical round. So they there we have like multiple choice questions we have, and also coding questions, like not major difficult codings, like calculation of sums, even number, odd number, like simple calendar, picking a date from the calendar. These are the simple coding questions they have asked. And later comes with a HR round, like they have asked counter emotional questions, like tricky kind of questions they have asked. Like tell me about yourself. This start normally this we will start with this. Tell me about yourself, and they have asked about the mini project and the major project which have we done in a college,
okay.
and they have these emotional tricky questions they have asked.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So let's say if someone has to prepare for a company like IBM as a fresher,
Mhm,
so
mhm.
what advice, what piece of advice would you give to them? How much time should they give to aptitude? How much time should they give to software testing? And how should they do the preparation?
Sir, like I will be telling that not only IBM, if any other company we will take, like nowadays, like aptitude is the first mainly important thing. So I suggest people to concentrate more into aptitude and then into coding sessions. Like first round, if we disqualified, like further rounds we are not able. So first round is aptitude in any other in any MNC. So mostly they should target in the cracking in the aptitude test only. After that, I suggest them to prepare into coding, like some technical knowledge, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Majorly, and nowadays companies are including coding knowledge, not unlike multiple choice questions or some fill in the blanks, but they are actually asking the coding to implement. So I will like, and the coding is nothing simply like writing that we need to execute. Like in coding also we had, when I have tried in IBM, we have pass percentage, sir. Like how much correctness of your code, like 80% or 20%, that will be also showing in the screen, like how much perc coverage of your code is it. So I will ask people to get implement more time into coding.
Okay. And let's say if they don't have any of the coding knowledge of or any of the programming language knowledge, then which language should they choose to prepare or which language should they learn?
Basic language will be starts with the C, sir. Like C and Java is more important nowadays. Like C and C plus plus. Oops, concepts and Java. I will suggest those.
Mhm. Okay, so OOPS concepts in Java. And how much time
Java.
should they give every day, applying for jobs? And how should they apply? Let's say you got an opportunity in campus itself, right? If
Mm-hmm.
someone is trying to go for an off campus over there, uh, the competition would be more, right? In campus, let's
Correct.
say
Yeah.
1,000 or 2,000 students would be there, for example. But in off campus, there will be nearly 10,000, or it might be 15,000 students might be there, right?
Yes,
So,
sir.
so what should they prepare and how should they prepare so that they can make sure that they get a job?
At least per day, 3 to 4 hours they need to like they need to divide, sir. Like first 2 hours will be learning this aptitude, next 2 hours will be into coding, and next 2 hours into personal thing, like how to perform in the how to crack. And some people will be coming to the technical round and they will lose the opportunity in the HR round, disqualify in the HR round. Like, they should divide the time into every zone, sir. I suggest to divide the time into every zone. Like, per day, at least 4 hours is required, sir.
Mm-hmm. Right. And which were the questions that you got in an HR interview? Were those direct questions, or did you get some scenario-based questions?
They have asked like about the projects, mainly like major release. I mean, sorry, major project and minor project. If you are the team member, they have asked why you are not a team lead, and if you are a team lead, how you managed for a good outcome of your team, how you managed it, and what is the main motto of your project talks about. And what technology you have used, this and all they have asked. And one tricky question also they have asked, like you, like people, everyone knows like Big Boss TV television show. You have no, yeah, they have asked like in that season, Kaushal, we have in Telugu Big Boss season, we have Kaushal. So he
Mm-hmm.
is a winner of the Big Boss. Like that time, he asked, "Who will you support?" I told like one of my friend. I'm just telling the scenario. In
Mm-hmm.
IBM only, we have got this question, sir. So
Mm-hmm.
they have asked, "Who is your good? Who supports you? Like in Big Boss show, who will you support?" Then she asked that I will support Kaushal, but he's told that you will be rejected because Kaushal is an independent player. But we want a who works within the team. We don't want any independent team player. We need a good team member should be working within a group. Like that, he told, sir. Like this kind of, and they will also asked there is a situation where you need to attend some family function or any event. You are mandated to attend. So there is a, and also yeah, delivery is to get delivered to that particular client. So which, how you will manage, where you will go, like this and kind of emotional tricky questions also they have asked.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so this kind of scenario-based questions they asked you.
Yeah, and also what creativity you have. Like, have you performed any events in your college, and what is the creativity level they have asked? Like, and they also ask some what will say, sir? Uh, what will say that I'm not getting that exact word.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
You are asking, you are thinking something about analytical based questions or aptitude based questions, kind of.
uh, Analytical based questions
Mhm.
also.
Analytical based questions. Okay, so multiple choice questions you are telling. Or
Like they gave some situations and they gave some options also. In that, which one you will pick? Like that, they have asked.
Mhm. Okay, okay, like that. Okay, so after joining IBM, you got training and then you got a job in I mean, you
Uh,
got a role in software testing.
no, sir. Actually, training was into Oracle development, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Oracle development. But after that, I was put on to bench for 1 week. Later, they have put me into a testing project. Like in testing projects, I haven't got any training. But after joining the project only, like we have normally 2 weeks of KT period. There, I have learned this testing related things.
Mm-hmm.
6 months of training we had in Oracle development.
Right, right. 6 months you had. Okay. And what do you want to say about the resume or CV? Let's say if we are preparing our CV or resume, should we include things like hobbies or personality or something like that? Or what all things should be
Uh,
included in CV?
I suggest resume should be short and sweet, sir. Like some people will be mentioning in a detail way, like lengthy way. Like people won't be much interest in reading about that everything way what we have mentioned. And hobbies and coming part to our hobbies, like they can mention that that should resemble us. Like if we like in IBM, this one also they have asked, sir. If I put playing badminton is my hobby, like who is badminton is into Olympics, who is a great player, how it got started, like that they have asked. Like if you put anything, we should get have a strong knowledge on what you have added in your resume. That I will suggest. And hobbies also, it should be reflect you what exactly you are. It should shows your interest and creativity. Like that only we need to keep, sir. So if people will be telling that simply reading books and all. So what books you will be reading, like novels, who is the best author, what makes you like that, they will be asking, sir.
Right. Wonderful. So thank you so much, Mamta, for sharing your success story with us Yeah, and we wish you all the best for your career. Yeah, and stay in touch. And if anything is required, please drop us an email at rdautomationlearning@gmail.com.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much.